All right, let's go over D6. Now again, we're going to try this one with reference points. And if you feel like this is too confusing, you can use the second option I have here, is just using old school equation. All right, let's talk about reference points. The vertex is 6, -1. So here's my vertex. Question, are there points above or below it? They give you a point that is above it. So if you're going to have to connect the dots, my graph's going to have to, let's be a little more accurate here. Remember the axis, let's write that, axis of symmetry. The folding point of my graph is this pink line. It goes through the vertex, okay? Now, my graph has to kind of go, it must go through this point. Okay, so you can just count on the other side, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What are they counting here by? 4s. So that would be 36. Okay, so it would be right there, right? This would be my equation. But for the reference points, you need to calculate how many units away is this? This is 3. Now, if you take this value and you square it, you get 9. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight 9, and then let's use a different color here. The distance, I think they are wrong. Oh, to -1. So the distance, yeah, they're right. So this blue line here is 35, and then it goes down 1 because it's -1. So this blue here has a distance of 36. Okay, so reference point says I need some kind of number. 9 times A equals 36. That number in blue there. If you divide by 9, you get A equals 4. Okay, and to write your equation, you would just take your H and your K, and you can write your equation. Y equals 4 times x minus 6 squared minus 1. So if you just clean that up, x plus 6 squared minus 1 is your answer. Okay, that's using reference points. All right, let's erase that. Let's say you don't understand reference points. So we just did that one. Now let's do number 2. Do lots of erasing here. Go away, go away. It's kind of fun erasing. Everything nice and clean. Okay, what do we do for the equation? Previous problems we just did. Find the A value. Find the A value. And then number 2, write the equation. Okay, so what do they give us here? They've given us vertex form. So we just write down the vertex form, which is y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. And again, I'm going to highlight the part that students get stuck on is this minus sign, okay? Let's label what we have. The order pair for vertex is going to be h, k. H is -6 and k is -1. Now, the order pair, or this point, is just x and a y. Any order pair is just x and y. Okay. Let's try to highlight what we do have. All right, let's go from here. H equals -3. Right there, okay? This one's a little bit orange. Okay, k is -1. We're going to put it there. Okay. X is -3. So find the x, and we're going to put -3 right there. And then my last one is my y value is 35. Okay? Let's go ahead and fill that in. Y equal, did it again. What's my y value? 35 from above. Okay. The a value is what you're trying to solve for, so it's an unknown. My x is -3. Look at the pink. It's there. Keep it there. It's not for the lazy student who doesn't want to write h value is -6. H is -6. The pink has to be there. Don't be lazy. Write it out. And k is -1. Now, we normally don't write plus -1. Right? So you can just clean this up. So let's clean it up. 35 equals the a value. -3, the opposite of a -6 is plus. And then we normally write -1. So let's just go ahead and solve for a here. Remember using PEMDAS. So 35 equals a. -3 plus 6 is 3 squared minus 1. Again, you're using the order of operations. So 35 equals a times 9. That's what 3 squared is, minus 1. Now, don't be tempted to do 9 minus 1. Okay, you can rewrite it if you want to. 35 equals 9a minus 1. A lot of students like that, right? And then we're just going to solve here. Add 1. So I get 36 equals 9a. And then that equals 0. We just divide. A equals 4. Let's put that in some obnoxious color. This one. Okay? All right, so to review, to find the a value, you're just figuring out your h's and k's, x's and y's here, and just substitute into the formula. All right, I'm going to write the same formula over here. Y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. You should have that in your foldable, right? And we're going to do the same thing. Okay, let's make sure we're on the same page. To write the equation, yes, I'm going to need the h value. Yes, I'm going to need the k value. Yes, I'm going to use a value, but I'm not going to use the x and the y. What's the reason why? Is so that in an equation you have an x and a y, you can put numbers in for x and get outputs for y. You have an independent and then dependent. So let's go ahead and use our highlighter. And what did we do? Okay, a is 4. And then we did h from up here is here. And then my k value from up here goes there. All right, let's write an equation. Y equals 4 times x minus, my h value is -6, and my k value is -1. All right, let's just simplify that up, clean it up. 4 times x, opposite of -6 is +6, minus 1. And that is our answer. Okay, right here in that orange box. Okay, so I did 2 ways, reference points and equations. Equations, to summarize, you just find your a value and then you write the equation. Good luck, guys.